the Divan of Hafez, the mystical poetry of love and the spiritual path. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. In the vast, luminous tapestry of Islamic spiritual literature, there are few works that possess the enduring power, the exquisite beauty, and the profound mystical depth of the Divan of Hafez, penned by the great master of the Ghazal, Khwaja Shamsuddin Muhammad Hafizi Shirazi. May Allah be pleased with him. This book is a cornerstone of Persian literature and a monumental work of mystical poetry that has captivated readers and mystics for centuries. For the student of Sufism, the Divan of Hafez is not a mere collection of verses. It is a living, breathing, spiritual guide, a work of intricate symbolism that explores the complexities of the spiritual path, the nature of divine love, and the critique of religious hypocrisy. It is a work of such immense spiritual power and beauty that it is revered not just as a literary masterpiece, but as a source of spiritual guidance and divine knowledge. The book, in its dualistic nature, can be read on a literal worldly level, as a collection of poems about human love, wine, and beauty, but it is in its profound mystical level that its true spiritual genius is revealed. It is a work that speaks directly to the spiritual core of our being, a work that reminds us that the path to Allah is a path of love, sincerity, and intellectual honesty. The Divan of Hafez is a direct and powerful articulation of Hafez's most intimate spiritual experiences. The poems are not the product of a detached intellectual contemplation, but the raw, spontaneous, and passionate outpouring of a heart that was so consumed by the fire of divine love that it could not contain its own spiritual energy. The poems are a profound and beautiful exploration of the spiritual states and stations of the Sufi path. From the pain of separation to the joy of union, from the intoxication of divine love to the sobriety of spiritual awareness. Hafez, in his profound wisdom and his poetic genius, uses a variety of intricate metaphors and allegories, such as the wine, the tavern, the beloved, and the tavern keeper, to convey profound spiritual truths. These symbols, which may seem worldly on the surface, are a profound and beautiful testament to the mystical genius of Hafez, a genius that allowed him to express the inexpressible and to convey the profound mysteries of the spiritual path in a language that is both accessible and deeply profound. Our discourse today will be a comprehensive, structural, and exhaustive scholarly exploration of this monumental work. We will argue that the Divan of Hafez is not merely a book of poems, but a living spiritual guide. A work of intricate symbolism that explores the complexities of the spiritual path, the nature of divine love, and the critique of religious hypocrisy, offering a timeless message for the seeker. We will delve into the life and historical context of its author, the structure and poetic genius of the collection, the core spiritual concepts explained through Hafez's poetry, and the enduring legacy and significance of this masterpiece. This is not just a lecture on a historical text. It is a profound journey into the heart of mystical poetry, a journey into the nature of divine love, spiritual ecstasy, and the unchangeable purpose of our existence. Part 1. The life and historical context of Hafez. To fully appreciate the profound significance of the Divan of Hafez, we must first understand the life and historical context of its author, Khwaja Shamsuddin Muhammad Hafizi Shirazi. May Allah be pleased with him. Born in Shiraz, Persia, modern-day Iran, around the year 1325 CE, he was born into a family of modest means. The city of Shiraz in the 14th century was a vibrant center of intellectual and cultural life, a place where scholars, poets, and mystics converged to exchange ideas and to push the boundaries of human knowledge. It was a city that was deeply steeped in the Sufi tradition, a city that was home to some of the greatest spiritual masters of the time. Hafez's intellectual and spiritual journey began with his profound love for the Quran. His pen name Hafez literally means one who has memorized the Quran, a title of immense respect and spiritual significance. His profound knowledge of the Quran and his deep love for it were the foundational pillars of his spiritual path. He was a scholar of jurisprudence, a theologian, and a spiritual seeker who embarked on a long and arduous journey in search of a true master. He was a man who, in his profound knowledge and his unwavering love for Allah, sought to embody the divine truth in his life. The historical context of Hafez's life was one of immense political turmoil and social change. Shiraz, during his lifetime, was ruled by a succession of different dynasties, and the political landscape was often marked by instability, intrigue, and violence. This political turmoil, however, was not the only source of his critique. He was also a sharp critic of the religious and social hypocrisy of his time. He lived in a society where the religious establishment often used their piety as a cloak for their worldly ambitions and their spiritual emptiness. Hafez, in his profound wisdom and his unwavering love for Allah, saw through this hypocrisy and used his poetry as a powerful and beautiful tool to critique it. He was a master who, in his profound knowledge and his poetic genius, became a voice for the voiceless, a voice for the sincere spiritual seeker who, in his spiritual journey, had to navigate a world that was often marked by hypocrisy and superficial piety. His life and his legacy are a profound and powerful statement of the spiritual dignity of man and his ability to use his intellect and his heart to navigate a world that is often marked by spiritual darkness. He was a man who, in his profound knowledge and his unwavering love for all, became a spiritual beacon for millions, a beacon that continues to inspire and challenge us to this day. Part 2. The structure and poetic genius of the Divan. The Divan of Hafez. Divan-e Hafez is a masterpiece of spiritual literature, a work of such immense size and spiritual depth that it is a profound and beautiful testament to the power of divine love. The book is primarily composed of ghazals, a specific form of lyric poetry that is a profound and beautiful expression of love, longing, and spiritual ecstasy. The ghazal, in its classical form, is a poem of love and longing, but in the hands of Hafez. It became a profound and beautiful vehicle for the expression of profound spiritual truths. The poems are a profound and detailed exposition of the key themes of Sufism, a work of immense Ilnam knowledge and direct spiritual experience. One of the key aspects of Hafez's poetic genius is his use of intricate metaphors and allegories. He uses a variety of symbols, such as the wine, the tavern, the beloved, and the tavern keeper, to convey profound spiritual truths.
Wine,
for example, is not a worldly wine, but a symbol of the divine love that intoxicates the heart and fills it with a profound and beautiful spiritual ecstasy. The tavern is not a worldly tavern, but a symbol of the spiritual gathering place of mystics, a place where worldly rules are suspended and true spiritual intoxication is found. The tavern keeper is not a worldly tavern keeper, but a symbol of the spiritual guide Sheikh, a master who, in his profound wisdom and his unwavering love for all, guides the seeker on the spiritual path. The beloved is not a human lover, but a symbol of Allah himself, the ultimate and singular reality of all existence. Another key aspect of Hafez's poetic genius is the dualistic nature of his poetry. His poems can be read on a literal, worldly level, as a collection of poems about human love, wine, and beauty. But it is in their profound, mystical level that their true spiritual genius is revealed. This duality is a key to the enduring appeal and spiritual depth of his work. It is a work that speaks to the heart of the layperson and the heart of the mystic, a work that is a source of both worldly and spiritual wisdom. The dualistic nature of his poetry is a profound and beautiful testament to Hafez's poetic genius, a genius that allowed him to express the inexpressible and to convey the profound mysteries of the spiritual path in a language that is both accessible and deeply profound. The Divan of Hafez is a work of immense intellectual and spiritual rigor, a work that is a profound and beautiful testament to Hafez's genius. It is a work that, through its profound ilm knowledge and its divine guidance, has become a source of profound spiritual inspiration and guidance for millions. Part 3. The core spiritual concepts explained through Hafez's poetry. The Divan of Hafez is a treasure trove of spiritual concepts, a work of profound ilm knowledge and divine guidance. Hafez, in his profound wisdom and his poetic genius, delves into the intricate details of the Sufi path, explaining the subtle differences between its various stations and states, and providing a clear and comprehensive roadmap for the seeker. One of the key concepts that Hafez explains through his poetry is the nature of divine love, ishq. He argues that the spiritual path is not a path of a dry intellectualism, but a path of a profound and intimate connection to the divine. He argues that divine love is the ultimate purpose of the spiritual path, a love that is a source of profound spiritual solace and guidance. Hafez's poetry is a profound and beautiful exploration of the journey of divine love, a journey that is based on the purification of the heart and the relentless pursuit of the beloved. For him, the path of love is the ultimate spiritual path, a path that is dedicated to the annihilation of the self and the return to the divine. Another key concept that Hafez explains through his poetry is the symbolism of the beloved. The beloved in his poetry is not a human lover but Allah himself, the ultimate and singular reality of all existence. Hafez, in his profound love for Allah, explores the pain of separation and the joy of union, a profound and beautiful testament to the power of divine love. The pain of separation is not one of despair, but of an intense and profound yearning for the beloved. The joy of union is not a state of worldly happiness, but a state of profound spiritual ecstasy, a state where the seeker has returned to his divine origin and is now a source of divine light and guidance for humanity. The Divan is also a sharp critique of the hypocrisy of the religious establishment of his time. Hafez, in his profound wisdom and his unwavering love for Allah, saw through the superficial piety of the religious establishment and used his poetry as a powerful and beautiful tool to critique it. He defended the sincere, if unconventional, spiritual seeker who, in his spiritual journey, had to navigate a world that was often marked by hypocrisy and superficial piety. He argued that true piety is not a matter of outward rituals and a show of piety, but a profound and intimate connection to Allah. His critique of hypocrisy is a profound and beautiful testament to his intellectual honesty and his unwavering commitment to the principles of Islam. Part 4. The enduring legacy and significance of Hafez. The enduring legacy of Hafez, may Allah be pleased with him, in his book, The Divan of Hafez, is one of profound theological, philosophical, and spiritual significance. The book is not just a work of poetry, but a source of divination, Fali Hafez. For centuries, people have used the Divan to seek spiritual guidance and a deeper understanding of their lives. This practice, while not a part of a formal ritual, is a profound and beautiful testament to the spiritual power of the book and its ability to speak directly to the spiritual core of our being. The global appeal of Hafez's poetry today is a testament to the timelessness of his message. His poetry has been translated into countless languages, and it continues to resonate with a profound spiritual truth that transcends all cultural and temporal boundaries. The challenges of translating his profound spiritual language and intricate symbolism for a modern audience are immense. But the core message of his poetry, that the path to Allah is a path of love, sincerity, and intellectual honesty, remains as relevant today as it was in the 14th century. In conclusion, the Divan of Hafez is not a mere theological concept. It is a profound metaphysical reality, a divine blueprint that embodies the totality of Allah's pre-eternal knowledge and will. It is the sublime source from which all existence flows, the unchangeable origin of every event, and the sublime mirror that reflects the perfection of divine preordainment. Its legacy is one of profound theological, philosophical, and spiritual significance, a legacy that continues to inspire and challenge us to this day. Thank you for joining us on this intellectual and spiritual journey. Please subscribe to our channel to continue our exploration of the rich and profound essence of Sufism.